Welcome to the Chris and Sam podcast. Pull up a bar stool and join us for a random conversation, guaranteed to make you think or your money back.
Hey guys, welcome to episode 53 of the Chris and Sam podcast. I am Sam, and sitting across from me is Chris, the man that runs out of batteries, memory cards, and energy at the moment because he's half asleep.
I'm totally I'm totally not awake. Jeez, I can't even get that
He can't
out.
even talk, and he's on his first sentence. This is going to be a winner of an episode, guys.
So just to give you some context, what is the time now?
Because
I left my
10 to 10 in the morning.
I left my Vivo Fit on set. I got home, got to bed around 4:30 this morning, and I am not a late night person. And no, I was totally sober, just so you know. We were acting all night, and it's. I've got dragged out of bed to do this podcast, pretty much.
I don't know about dragged out.
I got up and you went, right, podcast time.
Yeah.
Like,
what else do you have planned today? Okay, that's a good answer.
Yeah, no, it's all good. It's all good. I'm glad to be here.
You are.
In one piece, or mostly one piece. So the toll that was taken on my body this week from the fight scenes at Lazy Sunday shoot that we've been doing. What have I done? I have several bruises on different parts of my body, like mostly bicep, thigh, and chest from being punched and elbowed. I broke my little toe on my right foot. That's not a biggie. It sounds bigger than it is, but it's swollen twice the size of the other one. And last night I got I think I'm going to lose my big toenail on my right foot because
sounds like fun.
Clodhopper bloody Derek stood on it with his shoes and I'm barefoot. But yeah, no, I think we got some really, really good looking footage there. We got some excellent footage.
Looking forward to seeing this results. Actually, I have to do some sound work for that.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, because you're the DJ.
I'm the DJ.
Of the jazz. Because of all the music genres, they picked jazz.
Yeah.
Which
that's
is
interesting.
Pretty cool. So we've been listening to a lot of jazz this week, and I'm sort of over it. I'll tell you something funny. I don't think you heard this. So he went to meet the jazz band at some point during the week.
Oh, okay. There's an actual jazz band.
The actual Hamilton jazz band that's going to score it.
Oh,
and
okay.
he met with three of them, and two of them weren't there or something. The sax player and a drummer was somewhere else.
Yeah.
So he met the other three, the pianist and a couple of others. And he goes, all right, so have you ever scored music before? And they go, no, it'd be really cool. We're looking forward to it. And he says, so this is what we'll do. We're going to cut the final movie and then we'll put it up there so you can watch it and you can play the music to the movie. And a couple of them sort of laughed and the pianist goes, well, there might be a problem. I am blind.
That's awesome. It's awesome.
He's like, that's sort of really cool and sort of really funny at the same time.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry you're blind.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's interesting.
So he goes, well, how are you going to do that? He goes, we'll work it out. It's jazz. Yeah, so anyway, that was pretty cool. What else can I say? I can say that I'm not an actor. But I did my best, so I think that I might have to start saying that I'm a low-level actor. Because
just say actor, and then whatever people assume in their head, that's their thing.
Yeah, but there's people like Ben Francham and that are real actors, and Harley, they're real actors that I'm just like, I don't want to be saying that I'm an actor and putting myself, because I'm not putting myself at your level, but I did do some good work, I think, so that's cool. And the other thing I know is that I probably already knew, I am not a late night person, and I do get Mr. Cranky Pants.
I wouldn't be coping well with that at all.
Oh man, so yeah, no, we've been mostly finishing about 3 o'clock, but this morning we had to try and finish everything, and we didn't. We've got to go back. I've just been getting hold of the cleaner that's got to clean the place afterwards, and go, can you push it back a day or two? We got to go back tomorrow.
I think you need to slip this cleaner a couple of 20 or something.
Dude, I reckon. And they better get a gift for the person
owner.
that's... Yeah, the house owner that's lent us the apartment for the week. Good God. But yeah, today, slight change of topic here. We're going up to Armageddon because it's Friday.
Not. You are.
Yeah. Well, the film guys.
The film guys are.
The Daredevil Bad Blood is being premiered. at Armageddon. So that's really cool. So that will have already happened by the time you listen. You are listening to this.
Yes, they'll have. Chris will have feedback and a roundup of Armageddon next episode.
Yeah. It's a bit of a whirlwind tour because I'm only doing half a day on Saturday at Armageddon because we've got to get back and film the rest of this film.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, oh man, it's got to suck a bit.
Yeah, it is a bit. But it'll be great to be there for a premiere and see myself on the screen, which I've never done before. So that'll be
interesting.
Very interesting. But just for you listeners as well, what we will do is they will be releasing Daredevil Bad Blood online within a week, I believe.
Okay, we'll link up to that.
So we'll make sure we have a link in the show note.
We'll, I'm sure if we follow their schedule, we'll be posting about it every couple of hours. Just saying.
Oh, you can't blame them for being excited about it.
Oh, no,
It
definitely.
amazing. It really does,
Yeah.
even with me in it.
Even with you in it.
Well, I noticed they did make sure I wasn't in the trailer because they want people to see the film, I guess. But I don't know. I'm not in the trailer.
Oh, no. That's a bit rough. And how long's this film? Pretty short.
8 minutes.
8 minutes. You're not even in the trailer.
I got a reasonably big part too. Oh, well. Anyway, so that's me waffling on about myself. I hope I haven't got all our listeners asleep yet. I'll leave that to Sam.
Oh, thank you. I can't stop. I'm all phlegmy this morning. Sorry about that. I got roped into going to the gym. I got a 2-week.
Oh, that was good.
Well, I know it was pretty good. Like, it's just I'm gone from 0 to 100, and my body is dealing with that. So I did
getting in and out of vehicles has been a bit of a problem.
Oh, anything's been a bit of a problem. Straightening my arms been a problem.
Chris, can you go and grab that bag and throw it down the stairs? I'm not going up those bloody stairs again.
Yeah. So I did a body pump class first, and that was the weights. That was pretty good.
Yeah,
I quite like that. And then body combat is then all three of us went to body combat in the morning.
Yeah. So that's my thing. That's what I like doing.
It is Chris's thing. Everyone's there. He has to go to the front so he doesn't get put off by people at the back like me doing things wrong.
I just can't handle it. I just
and I have to say, Chris is full retard in the full on, like, looks like I don't know what he's beating up while he's doing this combat class, but I wouldn't want to be on the other end of it. Like, the instructor's going pretty full on, and then there's Chris. So it's pretty intense, but it was good, and just so sore, body so sore. But I'm good today, pretty good today.
Yeah, that's cool. And your other piece of equipment.
Well, we talked about it, I think, last week. I think I said it was coming.
Oh, no, I think we said you was starting to make it up.
I don't know, because we posted that video where I flipped backwards.
Yeah.
So anyway,
so we'll post that video on the show notes for this.
Yeah, we'll have to link it in.
So the inversion table, and it's so popular that it might even get to move upstairs.
Yeah.
We didn't think the flatmate would be too keen on that. Tash was like, because she's a bit
pedantic with things.
Pedantic about where things are, but I think she wants to use it, and she wants to be able to watch TV, so she wants it to be upstairs. Yeah,
and then she's like, I was trying to find room for it. So it's been really good. I honestly think it's probably one of the best things I've ever brought.
Oh, really?
I'm in no pain at all.
Wow.
Normally what happens is I've got
the gym and inversion table, this is Sam 2.0.
It is.
Holy
rebuilding
crap.
me slowly. You don't think you've got pain. According to my osteopath, I've got a high pain threshold, which is probably true. But usually if you cough or sneeze, you get the little jolt in your back, and you feel it then. So you could be thinking, I don't even get that anymore.
Ooh.
I get nothing, so...
And that's less than a week, right?
Yeah, and it's just been hanging upside down, basically, not even fully inverted.
And
yet.
what sort of time? You're talking about a couple of minutes? Or?
It's not even. Yeah, it feels really long because you're upside down, but in reality, it's probably like a minute or two, if that.
A minute or two twice a day.
Yeah. So
very cool.
I'm going to write a blog post about it in the next couple of days at blogofsam.com.
I was going to say at Blog of Sam, not on the pumpkin website, although it is pumpkin coloured.
I know, I like that. That's good. Although, I just realised, where'd it go? Oops. This, I don't know what this... that looks important. I tidied up the desk because I had a socket set and everything here, and then with all the bits and pieces, there's like this...
there's a pin with a little inset spring-loaded ball...
Yeah.
Thing in there so that it locks in, and a ring so you pull it out. And so obviously it's it's supposed to be holding something together that can be adjusted, but it's sitting on the desk. So who knows?
I might need to look into that. But in saying that, there's that, which I'm sure wasn't in the instruction video, and then there's that orange cover, which is not shown in any photo or video.
Oh yeah, there was this,
and it doesn't look like it belongs to anything.
No, I think it was slipped in by manufacturing, like it went in with the wrong box or something.
I don't know,
because it doesn't even make sense what it is.
No, so who knows?
But it was weird that the manufacturer didn't make the DVD.
No,
the distributor did.
Well, I think I've got a funny feeling they've got it. I don't know who the company is.
Medifor.
Yeah, which is medical furniture, is what it's short for.
Medifur, yeah.
But I think they've got it made. I'm wondering if they got it made for themselves.
Yeah, quite possibly. Yeah.
Because it's 90%. Well, a lot of it's pre-built. It's already in the box. It was pretty good. So
there we go. That's an endorsement of sorts.
It is. It's funny because lots of people don't know what that is or have ever heard of them before.
It's like our house guest last night. So I had a young man Cadell come and help us out with the film, and he's on a restricted license anyway, so he can't drive after night. And so we got him. He got dropped off, and I said, "Look, dude, there's no way you're going home at 3 or 4 in the morning." I was fully expecting us to go till sunrise, to be honest with you. And I said, "Oh, we got a spare room downstairs." So he crashed downstairs,
also known as the dungeon. The green room dungeon.
The green room dungeon. But what happened with when he came out this morning?
Oh, I was just about to lock my feet into the inversion table, and he came out, and I was like, "Oh, hey, I forgot that he was going to be here." And then he's like, "Oh." And then he went off to the toilet, and when he came back, I was upside down. He was like, "I was not expecting you to be upside down." Because he didn't know how it worked. He didn't know what I was doing.
Yeah, what the hell? Anyway, so obviously he didn't know what an inversion table was.
No.
The clue is in the name.
I've been slashing costs this week to hopefully see if I can afford to go to the gym. I've been budgeting hard, but
cool.
What?
Sorry.
There's Chris throwing his phone on the desk.
That was gently.
No, you threw it. Don't lie. I've cancelled the Buffer subscription. We were using Buffer to publish to everything.
Oh, right.
They're really neat people, eh? Like, it said... Because you know how they were sending those emails with the guys doing the thumbs up or that guy dancing?
Yeah.
They'd be like, "Oh, you posted so many things." So Buffer, if you don't know, is a social media scheduling... based website.
Somewhat similar to Hootsuite, if you're familiar with that.
Yeah, and there's apps as well, and the basic one, you can only have so many accounts and you can only post 10 things a day, I think. That was it. And we went to the paid version, which let you do more if you were using it properly all the time. Sometimes got a bit slack in that area. Don't worry about that. But they sent out really cool emails, but when I cancelled the subscription, they had a little box and they said, "Please explain why you're leaving us," So I said, "Look, just going through finances, got to do some cuts here and here. Sorry to tell you, but Buffer's out," And they actually replied, like, the guy's like, "Oh, hey, Sam, yeah, completely understand that. It's good to look at the finances, but, if things improve, come back to us, rah, rah, rah." So I thought that was pretty cool.
They're cool. They are cool.
So I'm using something else. It's called Social Pilot.
Okay.
It's very very, very similar. You can have up to 200 social profiles on it. Like
for free?
No. You can have 10 for free. Let's have a quick look. Their free plan is up to 5
profiles,
20 a day posts. You can have 100 in your queue. So this is all a bit better than Buffer, what Buffer offers. I know.
That sounds bad.
I know.
And
their pro account is half the price of Buffer.
Ooh.
So if we did have to go pro...
It's a big leap too. So free is 5 profiles,
which is pretty.
$5 a month goes up to 100 profiles.
Yeah, I know.
What is Hootsuite? Because I've never done the pro. I've only done.
I think it's about $10 a month, but I don't know what their limits are.
Oh yeah.
But I don't know if Hootsuite connects into everything. Like this one, that you can do LinkedIn on this one as well.
Yeah, I did LinkedIn on my Hootsuite, I think.
So anyway, check out socialpilot.co. if you want to have a look at them. They're a bit different.
.co. It's always a bit odd now, eh?
It is. It's find it really weird.
Yeah, because you want to actually, for us in New Zealand, we automatically want to put the .nz on the end.
I know.
Yeah, but no. Okay. All right. So that's cool. That's cool.
So that's been good. Would you pay YouTube money? Have you noticed? Did you know they've brought out a paid plan now? YouTube?
No. Really?
It's called YouTube Red. I don't know if it's launched worldwide. I know it is launched. You pay... Actually, I don't know. I'll see if I can figure out how much it costs. What would you expect for paying?
Oh, I'd think $5 a month.
No. But what features would you get? Like what do you think they're doing?
I would think it's paid premium subscription thing, and if you're a content provider, you can put up a paywall, and then people...
No, more the other way for the viewers. Why would I pay YouTube money? What would be the benefits to me? They've only got two, basically.
I can't think of any. I'm blank.
They've got the removal of ads, so you don't see ads at the start. But if you've got a good ad blocker, you'd never see them anyway. And the other thing is you can apparently download the videos. But I've just opened up this Gizmodo link, and it says, this was published 45 minutes ago. YouTubers are up in arms about the YouTube Red. How's that for a logo?
Red's got some fangs under it dripping with blood.
So the YouTube professionals are up in arms. Nobody really knows what it means. Whoa. But some YouTubers are already making end-time predictions.
Yeah, people are always making end-time predictions when there's a change in any... So I wouldn't be worried about that so much. But yeah, it's a weird thing because they're made on, like Google, it's made on ads. So offering a service, because what they're trying to do here, I think, is compete with Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
You know? But I think their business model is so different, fundamentally different, that I can't see how it would work.
Yeah.
The one thing you got to say about Google is they try all this shit. Like, they try everything.
They do. They just throw everything against the wall and see what sticks.
They really, really, really do. And some of it you just go, did you think about this before you trialed it?
It says here, videos of partners who don't update their terms will be made private.
Oh.
Stop YouTube Red petition. We do know that YouTube megastars like PewDiePie have signed into the deal. It'd be stupid if he didn't.
Yeah, but the other thing with that is that, I wouldn't be surprised if people like PewDiePie are getting a signing bonus.
Oh, yeah, they will.
You know what I mean?
He's doing, he's going to do exclusive
Well, no,
content.
because they want some of these really high-profile guys to go, yeah, this is great. So they're going to pay him $100,000, $1 million, who knows, whatever, just to have his name on it as well. So... that...
What was that other service, and I haven't heard much about it, and you could pay them a subscription fee, and the YouTube stars were making content for that, but it was like published a day earlier than YouTube. What was that thing? I can't remember.
I've never heard of it.
Yeah, exactly. So you haven't heard much more about that. There was a service, and they could sign up, and you could pay them, and you'd get the content like 24 hours before it went on YouTube.
Who gives a toss?
Well, I don't know. Apparently people that... I don't know.
Oh, see, I just realised Season 6 of The Walking Dead is out.
Yeah.
Is it Season 6? Season 5? Season 6, I think. And I didn't even realise. So my TiVo had been set up to record all Walking Dead, and so it caught it, and I ended up watching it on the recorded TiVo, which is fantastic. It was brilliant start, and really enjoyed that. But, I wouldn't have paid money to see it 24 hours earlier. You know what I'm saying?
No, you could wait that 24 hours and still live a happy life.
And particularly YouTube. I mean, there's not really that much stuff on YouTube that I really have to see. See, the only thing that makes sense to me with pay is sports and education,
Yeah.
Educational videos like Lynda and all that, lynda.com and things like that. Or sports, which is the only thing that really keeps Sky... television working in New Zealand.
They've just had 11% drop. They published a story yesterday. They've had 11% drop in all subscribers for Sky, and they've spoken to their board members and said, look, everyone's moving to the internet. We're going to have to pull finger here.
They're already on the internet.
But their pricing structure's all stuffed up.
Oh, yeah.
Because you still got to pay them megabucks, and then you're allowed to access their content on your device.
Yeah.
As opposed to just paying
a low rate.
But in saying that, like the other day, the World Cup was on, and I was at Tauranga for the weekend, and I just typed into Google Rugby World Cup New Zealand game free. And this website came up and I watched the whole game streaming over the internet.
See, I feel like a bad New Zealander right now because I haven't seen a single game of the Rugby World Cup.
I am leading you.
You're beating me. That's terrible. But, I mean, it's like a ridiculous time in the morning. Well, not ridiculous, but it's ridiculous if you haven't got Sky, which is the only way you can watch it on TV. I didn't realise you could watch it on the internet. And I thought I had to get up at 5 or 6 a.m. and go to the pub. Which,
the game
in theory, I'm not against.
But the game last week was like 8 o'clock in the morning, so it was good.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, it was. It wasn't early, so it wasn't super ery.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, the All Blacks versus France.
I wish they'd publish these things.
They probably do. You have to look, man. I'm sorry. Actually, what he means by that is, I wish they'd just come round to my house and just scream in my face about it, and then I'd be like, "Oh yeah,
yeah." I know I'm terrible for things like that. I'm that guy that turns up to work on Labour Monday, going, "Where is everybody?"
I could imagine that. That's happened lots of times, hasn't it?
It's happened lots of times. Not every year. Yeah. Not every year.
I can't. I was going to say something. I can't remember what it was. Are you? Let's be topical here. Are you keeping up with the old gun controversy on the news?
In the US?
No, New Zealand.
Oh, really? No. What?
So one of your reporters from your favourite show, what's the show that's on at 7 o'clock and you hate? Story. Yeah. So Heather Duplessis Allen, right?
Yeah.
Here we go. She goes out and buys a .22 rifle, right?
Okay.
Yep. Without a gun license, without anything. And she makes it all up. So she fills out this form. She makes up some digits for her firearms license holder number. Turns out it actually is someone's. She
had a good guess.
It. Yeah. And then she made up a policeman's name on the form that had to sign off on it. And this rifle turned up, right? 22. It cost her $300. And she's basically said, there's a problem here. Now, since she's done that, which was 3 days ago, the police have apparently plugged that problem because you now have to go to the police station to get the form, and a police officer at the station has to sign off and cite your gun license. And this is to do with ordering guns online. So this is all happening still now. They had a big talk apparently this morning between her on Radio Live. Is that the one that her Duncan Garner's on? Whatever.
Yeah. Now
the problem is, the Gun City owner, the store, which bills itself as the largest gun store in the world. Yep. He's been in the news a couple of times. He gets quite vocal about things. He said, if the police do not prosecute her, I will do it. I will do a public prosecution against her.
Yeah, fair enough too.
And the lawyers have said he will win.
Yeah.
And he's saying she's a terrorist. And she's saying, hey, this falls under that grey area of this is a public service media reporting thing.
Yeah, I see her point. Do her anyway because I don't like them.
Yeah. So it just depends on which way they'll do it. So they can do a prosecution without conviction or conviction without prosecution or whatever.
Yeah.
So hopefully because if she gets the one where they've prosecuted her and she gets no conviction or whatever one it is, one of them will mean she's not allowed to leave the country.
I know.
So
yeah,
I don't know if she's helped.
I think she'll get prosecuted, no conviction. If she's convicted, then she won't be able to leave the country or enter a bunch of other countries.
Yeah. So it's all rather interesting. You should. I know you've been busy, so I can't really hassle you for not knowing what's going on.
Oh yeah, actually, one thing that I did notice. So the new Canadian president.
Oh yeah, he's the man.
He's cool, man, and he's brought into question the war on drugs. Let's stop this war on drugs thing. It's just a waste of time. And I'm like, yeah, hello.
Be interesting.
Well, you see, and I have to say this because I don't want people to get it the wrong way. I don't take any drugs at all. Now, I did when I was a kid. I went over to Europe and I tried. I was like, I can't be a hypocrite. I'll try everything.
Yeah.
So, not everything because I'm not putting a needle in my arm because just ooh.
You're not a fan of needles, are you?
No, not for any reason. Save my life, I'm still not a fan of them. But anyway, so, I tried stuff and that. So I'm not like hypocritical about it. I mean, it's like, it was cool. I don't regret trying it, but it's not something I want to do.
Yeah.
And I haven't for, 20 years, whatever. And that's what pisses me off because the New Zealand government, so they were talking about this because the Canadian Prime Minister, President, or whatever he is, said, right, we'll look at maybe getting rid of this war on drugs. And so they asked New Zealand's police commissioner, or I think it was, or somebody, spokesman, what they thought, and they go, "Oh no!"
Did they ask everyone, or did they just specifically?
They asked this.
Sorry.
One police guy on the news.
Yeah.
And he goes, "No. As soon as you lift up the ban, there'll be an increase in usage." Like, really? I mean, there'll be an increment. There'll be a slight increase.
There'll be a blip,
A blip, but I don't think so.
Yeah.
You know, if it was, let's face it, I could go out today. I haven't had drugs in years and years and years. I could go out today, and I'm pretty sure I can guarantee that within half a day, I will be able to get something from somebody that I know, somebody I know. I'll get something. So it's not like it's hard to find.
No, I completely agree with what you're saying. But does it remove that slight psychological barrier that would stop some people?
Smoking is allowed. I'm not smoking.
No,
most of my friends don't smoke. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing. It's I
agree, but I think there'll be a
there'll be a percentage of the population who go, "Yay, let's go mad," and they'll have 4 joints in their mouth at one time, and they'll be like, "Oh, I don't know how to feed myself while I've got all these joints in my mouth." There will be those people, but that's not gonna let them kill themselves off. You know, that's not gonna be the main thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I really think if they do treat drugs as a health problem as opposed to a criminal issue, it'll be better for everybody. And the amount we spend on this whole drugs thing is ridiculous.
It'll be interesting because if they do go down that path, then it's a test case.
Canada is.
Yeah, because it's such a massive country.
Yeah, it is. But people. I mean, you know, there's what is it? It's not. Is it the Netherlands? Or somebody else? I think it was somebody else that's near Holland and whatever, that has, you know, one of those countries. And they took away it's no longer illegal to have drugs and all the rest of it.
Because there's a difference, isn't there, between decriminalising and nothing.
Yeah, and nothing. And like saying, yeah, you can go for it. I mean, in my mind, if New Zealand said, right, we're going to legalize, not decriminalize, but legalize marijuana.
So
we're going to license growers. You've got to be licensed to do it. We tax the crap out of those license holders.
Oh, yeah.
Because, you know, and it's sold in stores. It's got to be packaged like cigarettes with the relevant information and all that stuff.
Yep.
And that's taxed to the max. I don't see a lose in there. I'm not going to go out and start buying marijuana cigarettes. No. I might, on my 50th birthday, I might splash out. I've splashed out on the odd cigar once or twice, so that might happen.
Yeah.
But basically, I'm not going to go out and start smoking that stuff, and I'll be quite happy for us to be making money from this drugs issue rather than spending it all on sticking them in prison where they can get more of it.
Yeah. That's a good point.
Sorry, I didn't want to get on my soapbox. I mean,
no, that's good. It's good. It makes you think. So if you have an opinion on this, let us know. We'll post some links and
put it on our Facebook. The Chris and Sam podcast.
I might pose it to Guy and Harley because I'm sure Harley has an opinion on this.
Well, with his electronic smoky thing.
Yeah.
What do they call that thing?
E-cigarette.
E-cigarette.
Actually,
can you get a marijuana flavoured e-cigarette?
I don't know, but if we had any brains, we should have been on the e-cig thing a couple of years ago. Would have been making thousands.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Because you do realise that they buy the actual thing, and then you buy the flavours or whatever, but you can make that yourself. So people buy the ingredients, but you have to be really, really careful with it, of course.
Yeah.
But, yeah. You can buy all the bits and pieces, and there's people doing heaps of stuff with that at the moment.
Giantpumpkins.co.nz. Come get your pumpkin e-cigarette smoke.
Pumpkin spice. That's pumpkin spice everything in America at the moment.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
They do pumpkin spice Oreos. They do pumpkin spice Starbucks. They do pumpkin spice everything you can imagine, and they all get they get overwhelmed.
Well, they do have pumpkin pie, which always seems to be an odd thing to me. But and it's a sweet thing, eh?
It is, but then you can get canned pumpkin puree for the pumpkin pie over there.
Wow!
So I've got the recipe for pumpkin spice, so I should make some of that up, and because I'll enter some of the cooking competitions next year at the Great Pumpkin Carnival. Actually,
plug.
I just looked to my left and I can see the pumpkin seedlings.
Oh yeah. Quickly talk. We're about at time, but talk about this hydroponics lab that we've got.
It's not hydroponics.
I know it's not.
There's a storage box. There's a heat mat in the bottom with some wood. The seedlings are on top of that in their pots, and then above that is an aquarium light.
Yeah.
Giving
And
them light.
seedlings, we do want to stress, these are
Giant pumpkin
seedlings.
Yeah.
Ready for this year's season. So when should people be planting their giant pumpkins?
They should, if they haven't started the seeds already, they should be doing that right now. And
so starting the seeds means sanding the ends off them,
edges,
putting them in a plastic bag with a bit of water, and putting them in the hot water cupboard so they start to just peek out at the edges.
This is Chris.
This is either end. I'm trying to think if I got all this right.
Pretty much.
And then once you've got to that point, you can put them in some dirt.
Yeah.
And start it to grow a little bit, and then you transplant it into the patch, the pumpkin patch.
So for all that information and to find out what I'm up to, check out giantpumpkins.co.nz.
Yeah, because it'll make more sense when you hear it from Sam.
I keep updating that. So.
Yep.
How's your website going, real quick?
I got work to do. This week has been a bit of a non-event in terms of things I've done. I've done a little bit of publishing. I've got a lot of LinkedIn stuff. If you're not following me on LinkedIn,
you should follow him on LinkedIn.
Yeah, I've got a whole bunch of content that I'm supposed to be doing, and this week, just with all this filming, I just haven't got it all done. But I'm getting there.
Looking forward to next week's output then.
Yes.
We better wrap this up. Episode number 53. We're almost there. We are there. We're over.
We're over. It's all good.
Sorry about that. I'll try and cut some bits out.
No, that's bonus material for our
bonus.
Our cool listeners. So you can catch us on Twitter, Chris and Sam Pod.
The Chris and Sam Podcast on Facebook.
Or the chrisandsampodcast.com, where all the show notes are, the links, the videos, and we'll put that inversion table video up there for you.
Yeah, we'll try and find that. Well, we'll put it on there.
It was funny because it moved and your head went purple. I thought you were going to explode, and I just lost it and was cracking up. Anyway, it was funny. Okay, see you next time.
See ya.
Bye.
Hope you enjoyed the show. Make sure to subscribe, and we'll catch you next week. Don't forget to tell your friend.